Babe, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
So, if I was dying and the only way to save me was to sleep with my best friend, would you?
Yeah.
You would?
Without hesitation, yeah. I would lay it down without hesitation.
What you mean you would lay it down?
I would lay that thing down. Like, she will never forget. I will lay it down without hesitation.
Okay, but you don't have to say all of that.
You just asked if I had to save you.
I know, but you could have said yes, and that's it. You didn't say you didn't have to say that like you would lay it down and stuff.
I mean, I would lay it down, like, to save you. I mean, yeah.
But you don't have to say lay it down.
I will make it a night she will never forget. If I had to save you, sure, easy, without a doubt.
Oh my.
Call me wrong or call me right, but if one of my friends is able to get into my lady's pants and he tells me, then he becomes my brother. But if he's able to get in my lady's pants and he keeps it to himself and he plays along with her narrative, then he's my greatest enemy. People need to learn how to distinguish the difference between who is trying to keep it real and who's not. And ultimately and conclusively, not look at the dudes that are around you, because ultimately men shouldn't be loyal to other men. That's straight up gay. But instead to the woman that you have committed yourself to and probably already convinced yourself that push comes to shove, you would give your...
Ladies, don't be sleeping with all these men now. These men will sleep with everything and anything. If you want to know if your man clean or not, look at all his exes. If they all ratchet, you better be careful. If that man don't want to get a blood test, if that man don't want to go to the health department to get checked out, you know he got something and he gonna give it to you. So if you don't want to get burnt, you better turn around.
You cannot be friends with somebody that you slept with in the past. Say you have a friend group of girls in college, right? And then one of your boys ends up sleeping with that girl. Their relationship will never be the same after they sleep together. I don't believe that you can just go back to being friends with somebody after you sleep with them, especially if you're in a completely different relationship. When you sleep with somebody, you release pair bond chemicals. So once you sleep with that person, you are chemically bonded to them. So the next time that you see them, there will be a different interaction and subconscious feeling in the mind. If you describe them as a friend, well, they're not really a friend because you slept with them. That's a completely different realm of interaction than just friends. Not to mention, a great way to screw up a good relationship between a girl and guy is for one of them to sleep with each other. That can even destroy an entire friend group if it gets really toxic, but it's no different than acting like you can be friends with an ex. No, you had a romantic relationship with that person, you slept with that person, so you can't just have a hookup with somebody and then later on say, no, I'm just friends with them. It doesn't work like that because you are chemically pair bonded to that person.
The worst things is when you have a guy friend and then you realize that they were never your friend, they just wanted to sleep with you. When it comes to friendships and romantic relationships, I have a hard time navigating them, and if you are not upfront with me about what you want out of the relationship, I'm not going to pick up on the subtle hints that you're putting down because of my autism. And I had this one guy friend that I thought we were pretty close and we were good friends. He actually met my mom before he met me. He tried to get me a job. He tried to help me as much as possible. Like, he was so sweet and so kind to me. And I just genuinely thought like he was a good friend to me. And we would hang out here and there, and he would tell me about his dating life. I would tell him about my dating life. He would tell me his hookup stories. I would tell him my hookup stories. We would talk on the phone all night long. We would even fall asleep on the phone. How I'm perceiving it is that we are just friends. We are just friends. And I wasn't picking up on the stuff that he was putting down, like, ever, because he wasn't upfront about it. And then the last time I hung out with him, we were watching a movie, and he proceeds to try to hook up with me. And I'm like, no, this is not gonna happen. Then he blows up on me, and he's like, oh, like, you tell me about all your dating, you don't even want to date me, you don't even want to hook up with me, like, and you tell me about all the dates you go on and you hooking up and your hookup stories, but you won't even like do it with me. And I'm like, cause I don't have to do it with you. Like, I'm not obligated to hook up with you if I don't want to, or be in a relationship with you. And I was so shocked when that happened, because I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Because like, I didn't even get any indication that you wanted anything more than a friendship with me. And honestly, if he did come to me in a respectful way and try to have a conversation with me, I probably would have thought about it at the time. But I felt like the universe was like protecting my back on that one, to not proceed with that relationship with him, because of the fact he blew up on me because I didn't want to hook up with him. Like, I don't know what goes on through some people's minds. Sometimes it's just so hard for me to perceive things, and then I just get in situations with men that I'm friends with, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I seem like I'm the bad person because I didn't pick up what they were putting down.